Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here representing Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness. Today I want to chat with you guys and point out that CrossFitters literally have better physiques than IFBB pro bodybuilders at this point. But a quick reminder, if you guys will please click like down below, be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed or following, please do so. And if you'll be kind enough to drop me a comment down below, I would appreciate it so much. And here's the thing, guys. I could probably flip some pictures in. I'll probably do that in the middle of this. But here's what I'm going to point out. Bodybuilding was supposed to be about having impressive physiques. That was the whole point of the whole bodybuilding scene. And it's turned into such a ridiculous, disgusting freak show that we're at a point where if you pull the Mr. Olympia lineup, okay, you pull the Mr. Olympia lineup from any year in the last 20 years and you compare it to the CrossFit games and look at just the men's physiques. Who do you think has better physiques? I think most people agree the men's open is absolutely hideous. It is literally disgusting to look at. Most people who are not really a part of bodybuilding culture will look at that and cringe and go, that is revolting, it's excessive. They look like freaks, they look like monsters. Even you take those classic physique shots I showed there, right? The average person doesn't find that appealing, but then look at the CrossFit games. Right there, 2024, then I have 2023, just some running. You just take random pictures of the lineups of the Olympia, even the classic, not even the open anymore. The classic do not look like classic bodybuilders. Excessive insulin, excessive site enhancement. Look at these physiques and you go ask the average person, and this is the point I'm going to make, or even the average person who goes to the gym. You step away from the bodybuilding fetish culture, the death cult it's become, and you ask people who looks better. Because isn't that what bodybuilding was supposed to be about? Who has a better physique? Okay? All right? And I don't care what era, we can't even, it's not just going to be current day. I'm about to spin it another direction. You take that right now, any of you people out there, you go show that to random people. Any of those pictures you compare, you can pull other random ones. I just pulled them randomly. That was literally random. Some of the first ones that came up, just grabbed them, threw them in the video. Who has better physiques? Who is a more attractive physique? Who is more aesthetic? Whose bodies look better? You can ask men, you can ask women. I think you're going to find the answer is pretty ubiquitous. 19 out of 20 people, if you pull several hundred people and ask them, it's going to be right there. And even guys standing here looking at this. Ask your girlfriend. Ask your wife. Ask your mother. You guys go ask random women, or you could ask other dudes you know too, who has a better body. Okay? So here's what we come down to. Ask them which is a more attractive physique. They're all going to say the CrossFitters. You ask them. You can ask who has a better looking body, who has a better physique. Not just, you can go from attractive to just better. They're still going to say the CrossFitters. You ask guys. Go ask random dudes. And you guys who really live serious, you can go ask some of your random bros, hey man, would you rather look like these CrossFitters or like these professional bodybuilders? If you could pick one and have that physique and look like that. Because it's not going to be people say, well, they don't want to put the work in. Oh, you mean people don't want to shoot ridiculous amounts of drugs and site enhancement and insulin and be full of oil? No, let's set that aside. It ain't about the work. Because, realistically, does any person out there delusional enough to think Mr. Olympia winners are putting in more work than CrossFitters? Do you really and truly think they put in more hard work than the guys at the CrossFit games? Right? I want you to stop on that before you jump and say, oh, the work. No. I've seen Mr. Olympia winners who were pretty lazy. I've seen some Mr. Olympia guys and Olympia competitors at the gym. They don't train harder than the average person. So a lot of them do not really train harder than just the average guy who shows up punches the clock at the gym. I'm just going to be honest. A lot of them don't train that hard. Okay? I mean, you guys remember Flex Wheeler's training every day? Flex Wheeler, dude, oh my God. If you saw his training back in the day, and everyone thought he was so great, I promise you the average person who goes to your gym right now, just the average overweight person who just does a body part split somewhere, probably trains just as hard as he did. To take second in the Olympia over and over, you know. Just throwing that out there. It's not hard training, but ask them what would they rather look like. I'd rather look like those CrossFit guys. This is a problem. This is a problem for bodybuilding when literally CrossFitters have, by almost everybody's opinions, are looking at them and going, they have a more attractive physique, they have a better physique, and then for guys, I'd rather look like them. And again, you can't pull they just don't want to work hard enough. I promise you most of those guys at the CrossFit Games probably train harder than most Mr. Olympia competitors. If I had to bet on it, so you can't even use that cop out. We see the issue. It's not appealing. They no longer have good bodies. And that's what bodybuilding was. Now, people say, well, it's not even this generation. If you were to take that back to the 50s or the 60s and ask the same question anywhere here in the Western world, which is my audience. I don't care that someone says, I'm from somewhere else. I don't care. You're like 3% of my people at most. All right. No offense, but they would have said the same thing. So do we see the issue here? Bodybuilding is no longer about having a good body. It's just a hideous death cult. It's a hideous death cult that produces hideous, disgusting monstrosities who are walking lab experiments who are all going to die young, including the classic at this point. Objectively, Arnold had a better physique than Chris Bumstead, and I feel that that's a fair statement, with way less oil, right? Way less oil. We've gone pretty far in the wrong direction. And yeah, this is an opinion. This is an opinion piece. It's my opinion. But you know what? I have a platform. I have an audience, and I'm going to give my opinion. And here's the thing that I'm going to say. The overwhelming majority of people are going to agree with my opinion on this.